We then got to Kimberly breaking into Jason's house and waking him up in the creepiest way possible. Basically, she wants to finally tell him what she couldn't tell everyone else at the campfire. The reason she was in detention. Basically, she punched Ty Fleming because he told her that she was the meanest person he'd ever met. Because she shared what is implied to be a nude of one of the girls we saw earlier to him. And it then got spread across the school. And yeah, she claims to feel bad about it, and I even believed her in my first viewing. But then I actually analyzed her behavior, how this film portrays her victims, and how a bit of that boring commentary talks about it. And now I don't believe her. Now, her wanting to hide and not face the police about it when it happened, I get that. It was a very sudden and overwhelming thing if it happened as she tells it. Especially since, technically speaking, if it is a nude, Kimberly Hart, the Pink Power Ranger, just distributed child pornography. And believe it or not, minors can be forced to register as sex offenders if they do that, even if it's their own nude. But I'm going to give the film a slight pass on this because it's only implied, and no other source really reveals what the picture actually is. It could just as easily be the girl doing drugs or something. Though, if it is a nude, I question the principal showing her father the picture. However, once she has the tension over punching Ty Fleming, she immediately tries to reconcile with said friends to go back to her old life. But her victim decides that no, she does not forgive Kimberly, and said victim's friend supports her in this decision. And while yes, there are situations where people do just need to get over themselves and forgive those who have wronged them, a massive violation of privacy, a literal crime on top of it, is a situation where forgiveness is entirely at the discretion of the victim. Heck, it's not even like they completely destroy her life after this. They outright tell her she can come to cheer practice if she wants to, though they'd obviously prefer if she didn't. Her social life can climb out of this hole just without them as her friends. She can live with the consequences of her actions, grow and change as a person.
Then live with it. Just be the person you want to be.
But the film seems to be on the side of her as a victim here. Not only are the girls portrayed as stuck-up and obnoxious for wanting to cut her out of their lives, but they continue to be so throughout the film, and get indirect consequences from it, like in the cafeteria scene.
Nice hair.
Or later during the final battle.
That's what you get.
And in the novelization, which likely took its cue from the script, the reason she cuts her hair isn't because of her being ashamed of what she did. It's because she's ashamed that she ever thought being part of that friend group meant anything. And then there's what the commentary said about it.
Kimberly, for me, and I know you and I talked about it a ton, was that, you know, initially I just wanted her to have cyberbullied this girl. As simple as that.
Right.
But it was hard. I mean, to ask a character who really is a straight-up cyberbully, for us to buy her as one of the original Power Rangers, and Saban was like, guys, that's really hardcore. So we had to kind of soften it and pull back a little bit and have it be that she didn't take the picture, but she got the picture and she redistributed it.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but who took the pic does not really matter to me in situations like this. What matters is who shared it across the entire school for everyone to see. And while I am angry here, I do want to take a moment to note this. I am not mad at actress Naomi Watts for the actions of her character. I know that should be, fairly obvious, but actors and actresses are frequently dogpiled for playing a character that fans do not like. It's important to remember that their job is to act out the material, not write it. And they have agents that help them get these parts. So with all well wishes to Naomi Watts, I can confidently say that her character, the 2017 Kimberly Hart, in terms of in-universe actions, is the worst Power Ranger in the history of the franchise. She violated the privacy of a friend, possibly committing a sexual offense in the process, got off scot-free in the eyes of the law, pretended to be sorry about it, and when she was rightfully shunned for what she did, if the perspective of the film matches up with her perspective as much as I think it does, she views herself as a victim because she said she was sorry.
Newsflash, Kimberly. You are not the center of everyone's universe.
She's got all the sincerity of that time I bit my brother when we were kids and I claimed it was an accident. And by the way, she never confesses this to anybody but Jason before they morph. So add that to a list of plot holes.